on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Quick completion on the out route. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter.
Western Michigan, 7. Clemson, 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Clemson, number 0.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Nixon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Going over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Western Michigan.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. He's going up top. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Clemson, number 7, in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And now on second down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Wolf. He finds his man, and he's knocked down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. A strike downfield. Open runway ahead. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dances away to buy time. Tight end finds a soft spot. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. It's now second down after the short completion. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. They're trying to get to him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check it.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Now, Western Michigan.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. Looking to pass, it's Wolf. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Pressure coming. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The receiver tackled on the play at the 39-yard line. And 1st down for the offense. That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Clemson 14, Western Michigan 7.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Dropping back, it's Wolf. He lofts one down the sideline. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Right back to the well. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort, nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Clemson. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
Quarterback checking off. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Nixon. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Wolf. Starting to feel a little pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Broncos in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Now, fourth down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson 21, Western Michigan 7.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Looking for more room. The 20. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. On second and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 7.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now on second down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. To the air, it's Wolf. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Trying to convert this second and short. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. To the ground with the back. Running with power. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Sometimes it's just not your day.